Well, good morning. I'm Brian Reagan. This is
Tyler Kelly.
And today we are in Mark chapter 5. We're continuing, but we're looking at these events in the Gospels. We're looking across all of the occurrences in the Gospels. For those just joining us, we looked at the occurrence of the little girl, the daughter of Jairus, restored to life, and the woman with the issue of blood. We touched on that yesterday, that your expectation in faith is that which you are able to receive. And Tyler, we're not going to read through all this right now because we'll spend time in this one this week. But go ahead and read me 21 through 23.
Now when Jesus had crossed over again by boat to the other side, a great multitude gathered to him, and he was by the sea. And behold, one of the rulers of the synagogue came, Jairus by name, and when he saw him, he fell at his feet, and begged him earnestly, saying, My little daughter lies at the point of death. Come and lay your hands on her, that she may be healed, and she will live.
All right. Now read me 35 and 36.
While he was still speaking, some came from the ruler of the synagogue's house, who said, Your daughter is dead. Why trouble the teacher any longer? As soon as Jesus heard the word that was spoken, he said to the ruler of the synagogue, Do not be afraid, only believe.
Do not be afraid, believe only. I like the old King James better on that. Believe only. Remain in faith. Mark locates this event right after the demon-possessed man is cast out. Jesus has just come back from a region where they said, please leave and don't come back. Now, as soon as he hits the shore, he's got people saying, we're glad you're here. And one of the people that's glad he's there is Jairus. And Jairus is an interesting study with just, and you say, what all do we know about him? Just this right here. He was the ruler of the synagogue. His faith that Jesus could do what Jesus said was such that he was willing to place himself at odds with the rest of the Jewish establishment by asking Jesus for help. Faith. Faith does not care about what is socially acceptable or socially advantageous. This man was willing to sacrifice his normal world to get Jesus to help him, and to heal his daughter. And when he comes to him, she's pretty close to dead. I really believe the ruler figured by the time he got back with Jesus that she wasn't going to be there, you know.
Which would make sense with, what was it, Matthew, that we just read yesterday? That basically,
be Luke.
Yeah, Luke.
Yeah, when we look at Luke, Luke will say, you know, he came and said, she's dead. She's totally dead. She's so dead that she's double dead. But if you'll come and lay your hand on her, and that she may be healed, she will live. Now this is an interesting phrase because it shows me that Jairus understood something. That in order for her to live, there has to be a repair in her of what was wrong in the first place. You see. No, let that one sink in. Knowing that she very well would probably be dead when Jesus got back, he still came and said, if you lay your hand on her so that she'll be healed, she'll live. And when the people came, they said, your daughter's dead. Why trouble the master or the teacher any further? Jesus has been dealing with a woman, so we'll say on the other side of Tyler. Jairus is standing probably about where I am. There's a whole massive crowd around us. The disciples are going, I don't know who touched him. What's this woman doing? And everybody, and some dudes come up and they whisper in Jairus' ear, just come home, man. She's dead. She's like dead as a doornail dead. Jairus, quit wasting Jesus' time. His servants said there's no more point in seeking Jesus. Jesus Jesus apparently could listen to 20 conversations at one time. It's because he was the Son of God. No, it's probably because he was really, really skilled at being able to listen to so much going on. That's my contention. And he says, don't be afraid. Just stay in a place of belief. And you know what Jairus said? What's it say he said, Tyler?
Isn't it, I'm willing, Lord, help my unbelief?
No, he said nothing.
Oh, yes. Oh, this one says nothing. Yeah.
He didn't say anything in any of them.
Oh, okay. Which one is it then that says that? I'm trying
That's
to
someone else. That's his little boy that was demon possessed that always threw him in a fire.
That one, yeah.
Yeah. See, and this is why
We go through it again.
we go through it again and we put our eyes back on the page. This guy said nothing. You know what he said? He said, if you'll come and lay hands on my daughter and heal her, she'll live. You realize that's the only thing he ever said to Jesus. And that when Jesus said, don't be afraid, stay in belief. The belief you came to me with, you stay there, Jairus. Stay there. Because now we're going to your house. 1,000 things could have run through his head. Had Jesus not stopped for this woman, he'd have been at my house already, my little girl. They wouldn't have come. 10,000 things could have gone through his head. But you know what? He gave voice to none of it. Part of the key to faith is if you know that what you're saying is in agreement with God's word, don't ever say anything in opposition to it. Stay in belief. You have anything else on this one, my brother?
No, sir.
All right. Lord willing, we'll see you back at 12:30 for our midday meditation.